Is currently one of the biggest innovators and businessmen in the world. His estimated net worth of $250 billion is making him the richest man on planet Earth. He is spending his money on various companies and projects that should make our life and world change for the better. His company is the first one that introduced an economically efficient and technologically advanced electric car, which has many benefits for our life on Earth. He's planning to send the first commercial space flight on Mars with his spaceflight company SpaceX, and has a vision of colonizing Mars. This guy is Elon Musk. He is born in South Africa and he showed his brilliant mind from a young age. When he was 12 years old, he made his first computer game and sold it to a computer magazine for $500. Businessman as a young boy.
Nice.
Elon not being an ordinary kid, he was being bullied in elementary school to the point where he was found unconscious one time. He moved to Canada when he was 17 years old to attend Queen's University and avoid military deployment in South Africa. 3 years later, he left Queen's University to study economics and physics at the University of Pennsylvania. But he realized that the internet was more powerful to change the world than physics, so he dropped out. Looking at his net worth today, it seemed like a good choice. After dropping out of college, he started his first company, Zip2. 4 years later, the company was sold for $307 million, with $22 million going to Elon. The same year, he started another company named X.com, which had the purpose of online payments via mail. In 2001, X.com got affiliated with another company and changed its name to PayPal. 1 year after, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion in stocks, with $180 million belonging to Elon. At that point, his life story started. What would you do with all that money? Would you invest it in another business or enjoy your life spending it on whatever you want? Well, Elon, being a business mind, decided to invest $100 million in his new company SpaceX and $70 million in Tesla. You probably think he left the $10 million for himself to enjoy it as he deserved it, right? Well, no. He invested the $10 million left in another company named SolarCity. After investing all of the $180 million he got from selling PayPal, he had to borrow money so he could have a place to stay. But in the end, it was all worth it. SpaceX and Tesla are both leading companies in their field and are worth multiple billions of dollars. But that didn't happen overnight. A lot of people with Elon's investments and companies would immediately quit, but not Elon. Even though his company was on the verge of failure, Elon believed in his idea and refused to give up.
That third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
SpaceX was made with the idea to cut the space travel cost and colonize Mars. Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what the majority was thinking and tried to sabotage Elon on his plans. Even Neil Armstrong, his idol, which was against commercial space flights.
Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough.
Despite all that pressure Elon was facing, he still didn't give up and continued to work on his ideas step by step. In 2008, Falcon 1 was the first privately developed rocket that got to Earth's orbit. In the meantime, they made a contract with NASA to allow them to use Elon's rockets for their astronauts worth $2.6 billion. Elon shocked the world in 2017 doing what no one was able to do until now. He successfully launched the same rocket into space twice. Why is this a big deal? All of the previous rockets that were sent to space were not reusable, except this one, which has a big impact on cutting down the price of space traveling. He said that this is the first step for cheap commercial space flights in the future. In 2018, Elon launched the strongest rocket in the world, Falcon 9 Heavy. It has the power to carry a huge load to Moon or even Mars. Elon once again proved his willpower to the people doubting him. This just shows that Elon's plan for a commercial flight to Mars and colonizing it has a big chance of success. The first Mars flight should take place in 2024, and the first flight that happens will bring the necessary resources to Mars in order to colonize it in 2027. It's very ambitious, but Elon showed that the word impossible is not in his vocabulary. Tesla was made to offer the world a car that is fully powered by electricity. The company was named after Nikola Tesla because the car is using AC motor. You would think that he was his idol, but Elon's answer is a bit surprising.
But on balance, I'm a bigger fan of Edison than Tesla, because Edison brought his stuff to market and made those inventions accessible to the world, whereas Tesla didn't really do that.
Later on, he donated $1 million to the Tesla Museum. When Elon announced the idea of Tesla, people thought it was impossible to be made. But taking in mind his previous actions, we know how that will turn out. Tesla started selling the Model 3 in 2017 after years of hard work and believing in himself. That's currently the most sold car in America. This has great benefits for nature, as it doesn't have exhaust fumes and it doesn't pollute it. It's also the safest car on Earth, as it scored the best safety test score out of all cars. Tesla cars can take you 207 miles with just one full battery charge, and there are over 10,000 superchargers around the world where you can fully charge your Tesla in 15 minutes. That's crazy. With the high demand for Tesla cars, Elon needed batteries to make the cars, but the world couldn't make that many batteries for that high demand. That's when his brilliant mind decided to produce the batteries himself. He made a gigafactory, which is one of the biggest buildings in the world, and the amount of batteries it produces in 1 year is bigger than all battery companies combined. Elon really did make great things for humanity and Earth, and his visions don't stop at Tesla and SpaceX. His company Solar City is making roofs that are made out of solar panels that power the electricity in houses with solar energy only. And the crazy part is that this roof looks like any regular roof, but the price is actually cheaper than the normal one. Elon is also working on his plan to provide the entire world with free internet with the help of his company SpaceX, planning to launch over 4,000 satellites into space in order to provide the entire world with super fast free internet. In 2016, he started Neuralink, a company that has a goal to connect the human mind with a computer using the chips implanted in the brain. Sounds fun, right? Elon said that we are already addicted to our phones, and the only difference with not having a chip in our brain is the speed of information getting to our brain. This chip would help us get any information to our brain in a seconds, and it would make us some kind of superhumans. Sign me up. So can Elon Musk change the world? The answer is easy, he already does.